Good morning, it's meteorologist Michael Fecco. Welcome back to the 8:30 a.m. streaming show that we do here every day during the work week, Monday through Friday. We start off with a look at our forecast and then we'll transition over to our news headlines for the day. So you want to stick around through the entirety of our stream so you don't miss a beat on news and weather. But let's get started here with our forecast. What are we watching out for the next couple of days? Well, right now it's sunny. We've got a great start out there for our Friday. However, we are going to start to notice things changing as we go through the day, and especially as we go through this weekend. We've been hot and dry. We're now going to start to see some increase in cloud cover through the afternoon due to a frontal boundary off to our west. Now, it does have some showers associated with it, but all the models seem to think all that shower activity is going to fizzle out before it really reaches the tri-state. However, I can't rule out that chance for maybe a stray shower later on today or even into tonight, but our real shower chances don't really start to come into play until we get into this weekend, and especially not until we get into next week, where we're looking at daily chances for rain possible and then temperatures turning much cooler during that time frame as well. So done with the 90s and back down into the 80s for next week. But currently it's comfortable out there. 65 in Henderson, Evansville, and Newburgh. We've already warmed up into the low 70s across southern Illinois. 71 in Fairfield and Harrisburg, still sitting at around 66 out towards Lewisport. And looking at our Doppler radar, not tracking anything within the actual tri-state, but as I mentioned before, we do have a few showers that are hanging out off to our west, most of which will start to dissipate and fizzle out before it reaches our area. However, I don't want to rule out maybe that chance for a few raindrops to make it into the area, but not that anyone's going to be upset by that. We have been so dry. Many of us are just begging for a little bit of rain, at least to wash the dust off all of our cars. That would be helpful. But looking at our future radar through the rest of this morning, we'll be sunny here for the next few hours, and then those clouds will start to fill in. This model does show maybe a sprinkle making it down to the ground here through the afternoon, but possibly even seeing a pop-up shower or storm as we head into the evening hours. But I think most of us will likely stay dry, and then we'll hold on to that chance for a stray shower even into the overnight time frame. So here's a look at our temperature forecast. We'll get all the way back up into the lower 90s by this afternoon. Winds will be out of the southeast between 2 to 4 miles per hour, and tonight we'll hold on to that chance for a few stray showers. Temperatures drop down into the lower 60s with calm winds. Now, looking at the weekend forecast here, we do have that isolated chance for a few showers Saturday afternoon and evening once again, and then it becomes a little bit more scattered and widespread once we get into Sunday. So our chances do increase for the second half of the weekend, with temperatures cooling down into the mid to upper 80s. So let's time everything out through tomorrow and into Sunday. Waking up early Saturday morning, could see a stray shower out there across southern Illinois, but it's not until we get into the afternoon with the heating of the day we see a few pop-ups there, and then that's kind of it for our Saturday, and then everything kind of calms down overnight. Then as we head into Sunday, we could have a few passing showers through the morning hours. Again, a few pop-ups possible during the heating of the day, and then it looks like this model wants to bring in some more showers overnight Sunday into early Monday morning. Of course, some thunderstorms included within that as well. Now, looking at our rainfall amounts, at least through just this weekend, let me go ahead and back that up a little bit. Actually, we'll pick up a few tenths of an inch of rain, not really enough to bust us out of the drought that we're currently in. Here's a look at our drought monitor. This actually updates every Thursday morning. So this updated yesterday, and we were included now, or at least portions of the tri-state have been included in severe drought. So mostly over western Kentucky and into southern Illinois, whereas the rest of the tri-state is dealing with moderate drought in that tan color or that yellow color, which indicates abnormally dry conditions. So everyone kind of feeling and suffering from the lack of rainfall here in the region, and it only gets drier as you go farther to the southwest. But that is going to change here. Little by little, we'll begin to chip away at this drought. Daily chances for showers and storms continue. We'll start this weekend and continue through much of next week. It looks like Sunday and a Monday time frame will be our wettest time frame. So here's a look at that on our longer range European model. Here we are Saturday, seeing a few of those spotty showers. They'll increase in coverage for Sunday afternoon. And then here we are getting into Monday, Tuesday into Wednesday, and then again, more rain expected as we head into Thursday, and then even as we get into Friday of next week. It looks like the models are still hinting at this area of low pressure that becomes cut off from the rest of the jet stream. So that just allows this low to sit and meander over the same areas. So that may keep things unsettled for quite an extended period of time through the end of next week. But while we would normally be upset by this, it's been so dry, we're going to be getting a good amount of rainfall, beneficial rainfall here. So over the next 7 days, we could pick up anywhere between 1.5 inches, possibly even closer to 2.5 to maybe even 3 inches of rain over the next week. So that will be very, very helpful for us. Now, hopefully all of that doesn't fall in a short amount of time. Now, it's over the next 7 days, but you get a stray thunderstorm in there that drops a quick 1/2 inch to 1 inch. You could still end up with some flash flooding issues. Even though we've been so dry, it's really about how fast that rain falls that causes problems. So hopefully we can get just some nice, easy, steady rain showers in and out of here throughout the course of next week so we don't run into any flooding issues. But here's a look at our next 7 days. Our average high sitting at around 81 degrees for this time of year. We are well above that, almost 10 degrees above that for today. And then we'll start to gradually cool back down to around average through the middle or through next week, down into the low to mid 80s. By Wednesday, we'll top out at around 81 degrees and possibly down into the 70s by next weekend. Now, outside of the tri-state, we're still keeping an eye on the tropics here. The latest on tropical storm Gabrielle. She is still sitting out there in the Atlantic, moving west-northwest at around 12 miles per hour. Pressure isn't all that impressive, only 1,004 millibars, but it is still expected to turn west-northwestward and continue out into the Atlantic. So the hurricane center's cone keeps all of this away from land. So that is good news. It keeps it a fish storm, but it does actually intensify into a hurricane by the time we get into Monday, and even a Category 2 possible by the time we get into Tuesday. So good thing that is expected to stay away from us. So that is all I've got here for the forecast. Just to wrap it up in a little bow for you here, looking at the 7-day, we've got, again, a stray shower chance this afternoon, but I do think most of us stay dry. A bit more isolated for Saturday with those rain chances during the afternoon as well, but we do have daily chances for scattered showers and storms starting Sunday and continuing through much of next week. And checking out those temperatures just in time for the first day of fall, Monday topping out in the lower 80s, so feeling much more comfortable by next week. We're just going to be dealing with the clouds and the showers. So that is all I have here, but don't go anywhere. We're going to transition over to our news headlines with Casey and Mitch.
Local news and weather throughout the day by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows. At 8:30 a.m., get your First Alert forecast to plan the day ahead and catch up on the news that happened overnight with the 14 News Sunrise team. In the afternoon, get the latest headlines, forecasts, and a preview of the stories we're working on with the 14 First Alert streaming show at 2:30. And get an in-depth look at the 14 First Alert forecast so you're ready for the next big thing with the 14 First Alert weather show at 9 p.m. Watch the 14 First Alert streaming show that fits your schedule and works best for you. Streaming on your phone by downloading the 14 News app and the 14 First Alert weather app. On your smart TV by using the 14 News streaming app. And stream anytime on Facebook, YouTube, or on 14news.com. Stay connected and stay informed by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows on your favorite streaming devices.
Well, good morning, and thanks for joining us here for the news portion of our 8:30 stream show. I'm Mitch Carter.
That's right. I'm Casey Mason. We hope you've had a great week so far. We made it to Friday. Of course, Michael Fecka breaking down some weather headlines for us there as we get into our weekend. Lots of folks want to know what it's going to be like. Are we going to be able to get outside?
Right.
Looks like it, but some rain is in the forecast maybe early next week.
Absolutely.
So.
We definitely need it, so we'll take that.
Yes.
But you know the drill here. Pull a couple news headlines for you in and out right here at 8:30 in the morning. You want to kick things off for us?
Yeah, so this first story that we're going to talk about here has to do you with flu shot season. Of course, you guys know, maybe knows us even a little stuffy on air every now and then. It's that time of year, it's in the air for sure. But with flu season quickly approaching, Deaconess Health System is offering a fast and convenient way to go ahead and get your shot. So health leaders are offering 2 drive-through clinics. It's going to be happening this weekend. That's why we wanted to let you know about it here. One's going to be over in the Evansville area. The other one is in Henderson. So officials are saying that the flu vaccine is just a safe way to prevent influenza, of course, reduce the risk of serious illnesses, especially for young children and older adults.
The flu shot is the most safe and effective way to be protected against the flu, whether you're immunocompromised or healthy. The flu can be a moderate illness, but it can actually put people in the hospital too.
Well, appointments are required for those drive-through clinics. Just a heads up there, and you can actually sign up on our website and find the location and times of those as well.
There you go. And shifting gears here, a fast food chain giving back now to Western Kentucky students. Sonics officials say they're donating $30,000 to fund several classroom projects at some tri-state public schools here. It's in honor of 3 nearby Sonic locations being recognized among the top 50 Sonics in the country this year. Some of those schools include Muhlenberg County Middle School, Hopkins Central High School, Southside Elementary, Jesse Stewart Elementary, and more. For a full list of local teachers and schools that are receiving funding, you can go to 14news.com right now. Our website's on there. Kind of neat.
Yeah,
Sonic.
that's right.
Showing
I
out for the
love
kids.
Sonic in more ways than one now.
I'm a big fan, too.
Sonic. All right. So this final story here, just a humble toss to my podcast.
Got to.
Aaron Weeks and I. Again, it's called What's the Trend? If you guys haven't checked it out yet, it's with digital content producer Aaron Weeks and myself. We'll have you on someday, Mitch. I promise.
Maybe.
Talk sports with us a little. You never know.
I'm not cool enough yet. I got to get my skills up first.
We'll make a call. I know people on that show, me being one of them. Yeah, so Aaron Weeks and I, of course, he's always been behind the scenes here at 14 News, but now he's becoming a regular face as we do this show. We are going to actually, on this week's episode, it's all pop culture related, but we do break down this year's Emmy Awards. We talk about the big wins from the night. And then I do a little preview of the coming up Country Music Awards. It'll be taking place November 19th in Nashville. So we kind of went over the country music nominees, lots of folks in the area, country music area, I'd say here in Southern Indiana. But yeah, so we kind of break that down, and here's just a little preview of our show. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, here's kind of a little. So Aaron, this weekend I am looking forward to this. It's happening at Holiday World. It's called Happy Halloween Weekends. And what they're doing is the park there at Holiday World, they're featuring hay rides. They do even a trick-or-treat trail and a Halloween-themed entertainment spread throughout the park there. This is what's cool. This is why I wanted to bring this up. They have 24 of these giant dinosaurs that they have airlifted and dropped into place. I mean, when art meets agriculture, guys, we're doing big things.
Who doesn't want to see like a corn maze with some dinosaurs
I mean,
in
if
it?
a raptor's around the corner,
Get into it.
it's going to be spooky, guys. Maybe
It's
that's
gonna
what
be
it
fun.
is. All right, so you guys can listen to What's the Trend any place you get your podcast. You can watch it on the 14 News YouTube channel or 14 News webpage. Just go to the podcast tab. It's right next to the word podcast, obviously, and you'll see Jeff Lyons' podcast on there as well, Inside Look, which Aaron and I got to be guests on that
Yes,
recently.
little crossover episode just happened. Yeah,
Yes,
very
which
cool.
was really kind of Jeff. He gave us a chance to like talk more about the show if you haven't checked it out. Again, it's movies, music, pop culture, celebrity news. If that's for you, great. If not, hey, you can still give it a listen if you're if you're bored.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, we also talk local events, which is really important because there's a lot going on around the
There
tri-states.
is. Of course, we're
so-
coming up now on the Fall Festival, all kinds of big
Yes.
things going on. So it's always nice to have kind of the spot you can get your lighter news a little bit, your previews of pop culture, stuff like that. It's very, very cool. They do a very good job. Self-plug. You're welcome.
That's right. Our one listener. No, just kidding. No, we appreciate it. If you guys have taken a chance to listen in, we really do appreciate it. So, and we appreciate those of you tuning in this morning. It's 8:43 now
It
on
is,
our
yeah.
Friday. Anything else?
I think I'm good right now. Like you said, it's our Friday here. It's 8:43, coming up on 8:44. For those who are just joining us here, who have watched throughout, once again, Michael took it off this morning here. Kind of our same pattern here on our Friday into the weekend. Still pretty dry and warm, but there is some relief on the way. That rain is coming, so that's good news there. In the meantime, though, please enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the Friday if you're getting up and getting to work, or if you're like us, working overnights and you're about to be done. Congratulations.
Coffee time.
Yes, absolutely. So enjoy your weekend out there, and we'll see you guys back here bright and early on Monday morning.
That's right. We'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend.